All right, welcome back for part 2 of our tutorial for our music escape room. We left off learning about the listening with the yellow boxes and navigating. If you do that several times, it will become easier, but it will become very doable once you know what the symbols at each one of those markers mean. And this is what you'll be teaching people as you create your clues for the music escape room. When I go through the next pages, I notice that there's a page for each number. The first number 1, the yellow box, is shown here in the corner, a smaller snapshot of what we're actually looking at. This is called multiple measure rests. This link is going to explain multiple measure rests for me. There's a big picture of one here, and I'm just going to help you with this one by cutting down to partway down. It says where it's actually multiple measure rests. The stuff above that is helpful, but this kind of cuts right to it. In instrumental parts, rests of more than one bar in the same meter and key may be indicated with a multi-measure rest, showing the number of bars rest as shown. Multi-measure rests are usually drawn in one of two ways. And we're really going to just talk about the first way. As long, thick, horizontal lines placed on the middle line of the staff with serifs on both ends. It will also show, these are the serifs, the number or the unit of rests, unit of measures in the rest at the top. So going back here, I learned about it. If I didn't get all the information, I can, of course, do more Google search. I can look on YouTube. I can speak to a musician who reads music. I can get in touch with my music teacher to get help. All of those things. If I still am like, I don't really know what a multiple measure rest is. But once I feel confident with it, I'm going to write a summary, which is my own words, not copy-paste, but your interpretation, how you would tell somebody in your escape room what a multiple measure rest is. So your summary in your own words might be something like this. It is a heavy, or I could say thick, horizontal line with two small lines, those are the serifs, on either end. I should say that they're vertical lines on either end. That's what they look like. There is also a number associated with the length of time to rest. That would make sense to me. I would think that's a pretty good description. Read it a couple times and think, would that really explain it? I think that would. Then, it says to write a clue, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be easiest to do this assignment if you go through all of your summaries first. You can use my exact one I just gave you for multiple measure rests if it made sense to you, or put it in your own words, add a thing or two that's going to make it more meaningful, or for you, more descriptive. When I go to number 2, I do the same for dal segno. When I click here, it's going to bring me to an article about this music symbol. And what's nice is it always gives you the picture of one, a real one, so you can go, oh, I see that now back here in the smaller version from the music. I'd read about it and write my summary, and then go on and do them for symbols 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. When I get done, with the summaries, I'm going to go back and think about the clues. So if I want to give someone a clue without defining a multiple measure rest up here with the exact words about what it looks like, but I want them to find it based on the clues I give them, I'm going to just write this off the top of my head and kind of make it up as I go. So my clue to direct somebody might navigate them like this. This, well, maybe you are looking for, no, I'm going to say it's thick and heavy and very silent in here. Ooh, that's good. My short lines and number. My short line, oh, I know, I should say something about the line. I'm going to say my line indicates how long it is. How long it is. I think I could probably do better than this, but I'm on the spot. It's thick and heavy and very silent in here. My line indicates how long it is. Okay, I could go with that. I could give more information, but I'm going to stick with that for right now. And then enough that your reader is going to say, oh, I think that is the multiple measure rest. And they're going to know that, and then they're going to go on to number 2. And based on what you write for your summary of Dal Segno, you're going to write a clue for them for the music escape room. When you have this document finished for your assignment with it, you will have a presentation that is shared with me automatically through Google, and it's going to be completed all the way to the end. What this also does then is it sets you up to know the song, because you will have listened to it a lot of times. And I want you to practice singing it using the vocal techniques we've talked about, using your head voice, chest voice, mixed voice, and making sure that you are matching pitch. There will be a second assignment where you are demonstrating singing and matching pitch with this song, and also that you will create this escape room using this kind of rough draft information that you're pulling on the first assignment. That's the information I have for you. Please reach out with questions, wonderings. I'm here to help you. I don't know what your questions are until you ask them. So please let me know. And the assignment for this is going to be due on Friday by midnight. So have fun with it. Thank you for watching.